Good morning, students.
Good
Good
morning.
morning, Miss.
How are you today?
I'm
Miss.
good.
How are you?
And you?
I'm good too, thank you. Okay, today we're going learn about interesting topic. It's analytical exposition. So, before we start, before Miss start explanation about analytical exposition, do you believe like this statement? Like, I believe that bicycle better than motorcycle. Do you agree with this statement? Student, siapa yang agree dengan sentence atau statement ini? Boleh tunjuk angkat tangannya, siapa yang agree?
Saya Miss.
Yeah, why do you agree Henny with this statement? Kenapa sepeda itu lebih bagus daripada motor? Why? Do you agree? Kalau agree kenapa? Dan kalau disagree, why? Why you disagree?
Karena terlihat lebih bagus, Miss.
Lebih bagus. Okay, thank you Henny for your opinion. So guys, if we give opinion of if we give a perspective that it's called analytical exposition. So our topic today is about analytical exposition. We have discussed today about this topic because this topic is very important. So let's learn today. But before we start the class, I want to give you learning objective of in the end of our lesson. So students understand and learn analytical exposition to discuss or provide argument about something and convince others regarding a particular topic or issues. And the second, learn text structure, linguistic and elements. And last, we can create simple exposition text. That the learning objective in the end of our lesson. Okay student, let's start the class. So tadi Henny sudah memberikan sebuah perspektif, sebuah argument about topik, yaitu tentang perspektif tentang bahwa sepeda itu lebih bagus daripada sebuah motor, dan Henny telah memberikan perspektifnya. So this is definition of analytical exposition. So definition that analytical exposition is a type of text that aims or is used to provide an opinion about something clearly and logically. Jadi simpelnya analytical exposition itu yang berisikan sebuah teks to convincing people to know and to read the specific topic. Jadi untuk meyakinkan bahwa topik ini sebenarnya penting loh untuk dibahas seperti itu. Dan juga pada bagian ini diberikan perspektif from writer. Jadi saat kita if we start write analytical exposition, the first we must have perspective. We must have more information about what topic we want to discuss, or if we want to people know about our the topic or the issues. Okay. Analytical exposition also have the purpose. Apa aja sih Miss purpose of analytical exposition? Jadi the purpose of analytical exposition itu adalah to explain or express an opinion to convince the reader that the topic or issues being discussed is important and worth discussing. Jadi bertujuan untuk memberikan bahwa topik ini penting untuk dibahas. Itu adalah tujuan dari analytical exposition. Contohnya seperti berita yang sedang hangat atau sedang banyak dibahas, that kita dapat menggunakan analytical exposition untuk memberikan perspektif or opinion about topic atau about issues of news in social media or in our school, maybe something like that. And analytical exposition also have structure of structure. Apa aja sih structure dari analytical exposition ini? Jadi Miss akan jelaskan satu persatu ya. Listen carefully student, okay?
Yes, Miss.
Okay, the first is introduction. So the first introduction, the second argument, and the last is conclusion. So the first introduction. For this part, if we write analytical exposition, we have more specific information. So the information we can write in introduction. We explain about the topic, and we can put our perspective, and also we can put a more specific topic in introduction. Jadi ini ada main topiknya gitu ya, dijelaskan pada bagian introduction, alasan kita untuk membahas suatu topik atau sebuah berita. And the second is this section, the author explain argument or opinion about particular issues or topic. Jadi pada bagian ini kita menambahkan several argument about topic that we explain previously. Jadi to support the main topic as we write before in the introduction, so we can put some argument to support the main topic, to support the explanation as we explain in introduction. So this is and also in this part we can put several paragraph argument, and like to paragraph argument we can put in argument to support the information in introduction, and the last is conclusion. So jadi pada bagian terakhir ini setelah kita memberikan informasi dan juga introduction tentang specific topic atau and others, and we also give argument, perspective and opinion about issues, about news or about topic, specific topic, we conclude that. Jadi kita membuat penegasan ulang di bagian conclusion untuk meyakinkan bahwa topik ini penting loh untuk diketahui banyak orang, untuk dibahas pada publik, bahwa topik ini memang sangat penting untuk diketahui dan dipahami. Oke, sampai sini paham student?
Yes, Miss.
Oke, kita lanjut ya.
Oke, Miss.
Oke, jadi dalam analytical expression itu also have language features. Nah, kita saat menulis analytical expression, we must be remember this because this is very important. We know. For example, like language feature-nya tuh ada use simple present tense. Jadi kita harus tahu juga struktur simple present tense apa aja sebelum menulis analytical expression. And the second, using connected words to connect ideas. Jadi ini untuk menyambungkan ide-ide yang kita buat in analytical expression text. And the last is using word that express the writer thought or feeling. For example, experience, feel, know, realize, and sense, and drastic, and etc. That language feature from analytical exposition. We move to the next material. Okay, student? Masih
Yes,
fokus
Miss.
ya?
Yes, Miss.
Oke. Jadi ini ada example sebuah teks analytical exposition. Ada yang bisa baca ini teksnya, boleh baca student. Repeat after Miss ya.
Yes, Miss.
Analytical exposition. The importance of having breakfast.
The importance of having breakfast.
Okay. In busy morning,
In busy morning,
people tend to skip their breakfast.
people tend to skip their breakfast.
Actually,
Actually,
there are many benefits of having breakfast.
there are many benefits of having breakfast.
Here are two reasons why it is important.
Here are two reasons why it is important.
Having breakfast helps us feel more focused.
Having breakfast helps us feel more focused.
For the coming day,
For the coming day,
when we study at school and didn't have breakfast before,
when they study at school and didn't have breakfast before,
we will more likely to not focus during the lesson.
we will more likely to not focus during the lesson.
There's nothing worse than being constantly
There's nothing worse than being constantly
aware that you have hungry and counting.
aware that you are hungry and counting
The minutes until lunchtime,
the minutes until lunchtime.
having breakfast in the morning
Having breakfast in the morning
not only fuels us until lunchtime,
not only fooled us until lunchtime,
but actually give
but actually give
our focus better on the text,
our focus better of the text,
so we can concentrate more.
so we can concentrate more.
So having breakfast
So having breakfast
will also control our
will also control our
appetite.
appetite.
If we don't eat breakfast,
If we don't eat
we
breakfast,
are much more likely
which we are much more likely
to end up snacking
to end up snacking
throughout the morning,
throughout the morning,
which could fly up the unhealthy colors.
play up the unhealthy colors,
Add sugar,
add sugar.
So if you do feel like snacking,
So if you have the snacking,
have some slice of fruit.
have some slice of fresh fruit.
Nah, jadi itu adalah that example of analytical exposition. Kita udah baca ya. Nah, setelah pahami. Nah, Miss ada quiz di sini ya. Setelah kita memahami introduction, kita memahami structure and language feature, this is Miss mau pengen kalian baca dan pahami. Jadi kalian yang mana yang di bagian ini yang introduction, argument, and the last in conclusion. Yang mana yang bagian itu yang introduction yang mana yang ini Miss, kalian bisa baca sebelumnya untuk menjawab ini. Miss kasih waktu 2 menit ya.
Oke, Miss.
Oke, udah?
Oke, Miss.
Oke, kita jawab dulu ya satu persatu. Jadi, learning English through music and song can be very enjoying. You can mix pleasure with learning when you listen to a song and exploit the song. Ini adalah introduction atau agreement ya?
Introduction.
Okay, good student. And this is secondly song is general also use simple conversation like this with a lot of repetition, which is just what many learners do. For example, text. The fact that you are effective makes them many times more motivating than other text. Ini termasuk argument atau conclusion, student?
Agreement.
Good.
Yeah.
And the last, kita sudah tahu ya bahwa ini adalah kalimat terakhir in the last paragraph. So this is the conclusion. The conclusion, like last but not least, there are many learning activity we can do with song, such as studying grammar, practicing selective, listening, comprehension, practicing song, learning vocabulary, spelling, and culture. Itu adalah example of analytical exposition. Jadi Miss harap kalian memahami dan mempelajari analytical exposition because this is very important to know. Okay guys, I think that's all for today. See you next week. Thank you.